You clicked on this video, so that probably means you're interested in a Jetta Sportwagen. This will be an honest review after about 6 months and 8,000 miles. Should you seriously consider purchasing one of these? Yes. Stick around and I'll tell you why. This is a 2013 Volkswagen Jetta Sportwagen TDI. It has a 2-liter turbo diesel paired with Volkswagen's automatic DSG transmission. The thing that initially attracted me to the TDI was the miles per gallon. I've averaged anywhere from 35 to 45 depending on how I drive. This is a great long commute or road trip car. It's comfortable, easy to drive, smooth, and very refined. I think a very German trait of the Jetta is that it feels very solid and very dense. It doesn't feel too heavy, but it doesn't feel like the wind's going to blow you around. I really like the steering feel. It has good weight to it. The steering is on the heavier side in comparison to a lot of cars very similar, but that's kind of my preference. This is my first diesel. I love the power band and I love the low end torque. You don't have to be at high RPMs for the car to get out of its own way. This is the only automatic transmission I've actually enjoyed to drive. I much prefer manual transmissions in vehicles. I've had most of my cars manuals. And other shiftable automatic transmissions I have driven were terrible and slow. Didn't allow me to do what I wanted to do. The DSG shifts very fast and crisp. When you're in manual mode, it doesn't hesitate or delay, it shifts exactly when you tell it to. Downshifts are smooth, they don't throw you forward so you lick the steering wheel. My only complaint with the transmission is the shift from drive to reverse is pretty slow. Sometimes it can take a whole second or two. The interior is a nice place to sit. It isn't extremely luxurious by any means, but everything feels solid and tasteful. Nothing seems out of place. The seats are comfortable. I don't usually prefer leather, but I don't find myself sliding around to these or my legs sticking to them or sweating too bad. The seat warmers are extremely effective, sometimes too much. They get hot very fast. The storage space up front is lacking. Door pockets are okay, cup holders are good, but the center console only has enough room for maybe a few quarters and a chapstick. The storage space, however, I think makes up for it. If you fold the seats down, you have just as much usable space as my Tahoe. Another annoying thing I have found is the road noise. It's not unbearable, but it's not as quiet as I would have hoped. I've had a lot of people complain while I'm using the Bluetooth to talk to them on the phone, so I usually end up just throwing my AirPods in and it ends up working a lot better for me. The menu screen in the middle of the gauges is very utilitarian, I would say. It's functional and extremely German. The radio is the same way. Touchscreen is good, has a good sensitivity. Screens are accurate to the time period. They're very 2013. Nothing exceptional to note here. Speakers sound good. They're on the better side of a stock system. I don't feel like I need to upgrade these. As a car enthusiast, even picking out a daily driver is a big decision. I looked at a little bit of everything when looking for a daily. I've always loved wagons. If you know, you know. Wagons are cool. I would recommend this car to anyone looking for a nice practical daily that also looks pretty cool slammed on some nice wheels. Don't get me wrong though, this is not an RS6. This will never be an RS6. But at a tenth of the price, the value of this car is very hard to deny. If you would like to know more or have any questions, comment below or feel free to message me on Instagram. And if you have a Sportwagen, tell me what you think and be sure to tell me how I'm wrong. Thank you so much for your time. Please take care of yourself. Choose passion. And I will see you in the next one.